Thelonious C. Jones presents Black Real Estate Investors and Developers, TheloniousCJones.com. Today we're talking about Quinten Primo III of the Capri Investment Group, one of the largest minority-owned investment groups in the U.S. As you can see, you have Mr. Primo on the right-hand side on this picture with the 44th president, Mr. Barack Obama. So let's get into the presentation, and I want to tell you a little bit about Quinten Primo and the Capri Investment Group. The goal of this presentation, like I always go over, is to present wealthy black real estate investors and developers that you seldom hear of, because a lot of these guys, they're not on TV, they're not all over social media. You just don't hear about them all the time. You hear about a lot of these other guys that claim to have money, but these guys really, I hate to say, got the real big money. And almost every presentation I do, the goal of my presentation is to present individuals that have done more than $100 million in real estate transactions, or managed more than $100 million in assets, raised over $100 million, anything over 9 zeros. That's what I'm trying to get to, because I want to put this in perspective for you, for the youth, because I have a lot of family members that work at schools, and they may be showing this content to their students, and I just want to put put it in the retrospect. Like, dude, let's get to 9, 10 zeros. Let's get out of the $100,000 mindset. So I just want to blow out the mindset for you and show you that there's people out here really doing some big things, and a lot of them come from the same environments we come from, inner city, under-resourced environments, and have been able to, get out and make a change not only in the U.S. but around the world. So let's get into it. Quinten Primo III was born in Rochester, New York. He worked at Citicorp's Chicago lending team and did over $2 billion in transactions before he started his own firm. So let me clarify that for you if you don't understand that totally. Citicorp, Citibank, Citi Mortgage. Hopefully you've heard of that corporation before. Obviously they have a lending team in Chicago. Quinten was a part of that team, I think back in the 70s or the 80s, and they did over $2 billion. He oversaw $2 billion in transactions while he was a part of that team. So that was a pretty critical, resume point for him, for lack of a better word. So BS in finance from the University of Indiana. So obviously he understands the finance, the numbers good. And then he went to Harvard and got his MBA at the Harvard School of Business. We all know what that is, and we all know what that means. Okay, so pretty high level stuff. Let's move on. Then in 1992, he started Capri Investment Partners, located in Chicago, Illinois. So currently they manage $3.7 billion in assets. That's with a B. Hopefully you can see the B. I should have put the B in bold letters to make it a little more clear. 3.7 billion, and they focus on commercial and multi-family investments only. Okay, so that is their main focus at Capri Investment Partners. Proactive asset management is the absolute requirement to execute an investment strategy successfully. So Quinten, I guess, I like you, brother. I think we have sort of the same philosophy, where management is the absolute requirement to execute an investment strategy successfully. And the reason I put that in there is because a lot of people get so hung up on price that they forget about the actual management, and they lose all their money in the management period because they thought it was all about price coming in. I actually talked to a gentleman yesterday, and he was just talking about price. I'm like, bro, if you don't know anything about construction, and you get the contractor beats you over the head for $20K, and you didn't know what he was doing, and you lost $20K, was it cheap? No. So at the end of the day, you have to be proactive. I talk about this all the time. You have to be proactive in managing your properties in order for you to have success. I mean, it's simple. You know what I mean? So basically, I talk about this all the time, and now you're hearing it from a man that manages $3.7 billion in assets. So I hate to say, maybe you should look more into making sure that your assets, your properties, your rentals, whatever you're looking to buy are managed properly so you can, execute your investment strategy successfully. Okay, so thank you, Mr. Quinten, for stating that. I think that is 100 and 200, 1000% correct. Okay. Quinten Primo and Capri Partners, excuse me. Quinten Primo's net worth personally is 350 million. Just him personally on the side, He has 28 years in real estate investing experience. 28 years. So he got a, he little well versed in the game, you know. Together with all his partners at Capri Partners, well, I mean, there's way more than 28 years of experience. Capri Partners also has a research and strategy department, which means they do a lot of research, locally, globally, national, international, continental, intercontinental, to understand and study the market. So if they're getting ready to if they want to go and develop in another country or a market, they want to make sure they have the right research and the right strategies in order to go in and execute and manage the asset and get the return on investment that they want in the end game and the exit strategy for their sake and for their investors' sake. So that's something maybe to think about. And of course, when you guys are looking to buy properties, obviously you may want to do some research and have a strategy, and your strategy shouldn't be to get the property for cheap and get the best deal. That's not a strategy. So think about this, because these are what high level powered individuals are doing. They're doing the research, man. They may research it some 2 or 3 years before they pull the trigger, man. So just think about that. So 84% of Capri's portfolio is multifamily apartments. 84%. So they do have a little bit of commercial and retail, but obviously 80-20 principle, once again, that's why you should read that book. 80% of the focus is on multifamily, and 48% of their portfolio is in the West Coast. The other 24% is in the South, and 19% is in the East, and whatever percent is left over is elsewhere. So most of the stuff obviously on the West Coast, and they got a little bit down here in the South. So just I just want to give you a feel for what the portfolio of Capri is and where it's located, and just a little knowledge on what they're doing. And Capri Investment, Capri Capital Partners is actually started a fund to build in Africa. They see a lot of opportunities and opportunistic opportunities. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. That was a double. So I take that back. But to correct myself, I think basically what happened is it goes back to the last side. The research and development team probably is doing research, globally, trying to see what markets their opportunities are in, and they just see opportunities in Africa. And right now, based on the article I read, they're looking to start funds in Ghana and Kenya right now, and then they'll branch out to other countries over time. But they just feel like there is a economic growth in that sector, and they see a lot of opportunities when a lot of other investors, won't even consider it, let alone probably even step foot. So it's just being able to see what others don't is how you make money that other people won't. Let me repeat that to you. Being able to see what other people won't will help you to make money that other people won't, because they can't see it. They don't see the opportunity. They don't have the vision. They're not doing the research. They don't have the strategies. So think about that. So in Africa, they're focused on office, retail, and housing. I'm thinking probably multi-family housing. So that's what they're focused on in those markets as of right now. And also, as a side note, in India, they went into India in 2008 and invested in that market because they saw some opportunities there due to the current state of that market. So they have experience investing on an international level, and obviously understand the opportunities that can flourish from investing in other markets that others are. You may maybe be very cautious, or others may look at as a high risk investment. So something to keep in mind. Of course, at the end, as I wrap this up, I always like to talk about what properties these individuals own because I want to make this tangible for you. And hey, maybe you live in Crenshaw and you go to this mall and now you're like, damn, I didn't know this mall was owned by a black guy, a minority investment firm. So they acquired Beverly Hills Crenshaw Plaza in 2005. They did a renovation and completed it in 2011. But now, if you go online and just search BHCP, they have plans to completely redevelop this whole entire mall, put some residential in there. I mean, the plans are crazy, man. I mean, it's crazy. It's just crazy. I didn't put it on the presentation on purpose because I just thought I would just be so just dumbfounded by it because it's just like, whoa. So they have plans to completely redo this whole entire area. I mean, redo everything and just try to make this, I think they were saying it's going to be like a 24-hour just, center, for everything, just have everything you need. So it's going to be next level. If you like this presentation, if you like what Capri Partners is doing, you need to search what's going to go down at Baldwin Hills Crenshaw Plaza because he ain't playing. They ain't playing. It's going down, and they really going to do some next level type stuff. So one of the properties they own and manage right now, this property right here, I'm going to be honest, this property is freaking crazy. It's like a complex, probably along the same lines of what they're going to do at Baldwin Hills Plaza. But I mean, I couldn't even find a picture. This is from their website. I couldn't even find one picture that fit the whole building in there. That's how big this building is. So man, you just gotta kind of try to figure out how to view it. Maybe I should have went on Google Earth because this plaza, it's like a complex market plaza, mixed use, commercial, retail, residential. I mean, it's all over the place. The place is all in the sky. I mean, it's crazy, man. So go check out northbethesdamarket.com. This is in Bethesda, Maryland. It's a mixed-use building. My grandmother just moved to Maryland, so the next time I go out there, I will definitely be checking out this place because it's like, whoa, you know what I mean? I looked through 10 minutes to see if I could find a picture of the whole thing. Doesn't exist, man, unless you're taking it from Google Earth. So it's big, it's big, it's big. So you need to go check it out. This dude is big, big money, real money. Big development, real development, North Bethesda Market. Crazy, man. Crazy. And very elegant, high-end, high scale. Great stuff. Okay, if you want to contact Capri Capital Partners, hey, go to capricap.com. Capricap.com. They talk more about their business, what they're doing, their vision, where they're investing at. Just get some more information. So if you're interested in learning more about Mr. Quinten Primo III, Capri Capital Partners, capricap.com. And once again, if you want to contact me, or maybe you have someone that you think I should do a presentation on, like I'm doing here, please let me know. Also, check out my website, theloneycjones.com. Get access to my free Becoming a Landlord course. Check out all my other courses. Go to theloneycjones@gmail.com if you want to shoot me an email, any request. Also, I post videos on my YouTube every day and all my other social media is here. So check me out. Let's connect. If you got questions, comments, concerns, get with me. Let's do it. And if you have any requests, get with me too. theloneycjones.com. Another edition of Black Real Estate Developers, Investors, Big Money. Holla at you later. Thank you.